10:45 this morning, Friday morning. It got to 100 degrees yesterday, so I did stop and get some electrolytes at the little store. Plan on leaving here real soon. I know since it did get to 100 degrees, I'm gonna need to really hydrate a lot, so that'll help in that, keep it from cramps and all that kind of thing. Did get some laundry done, and had a great feed last night, and also took a nice cold shower, so I'm clean for another couple days, hopefully. I got to do a 44-foot ascent right off the bat, so I don't know how much that'll do before I just kind of kick off early. Well, you know those people that always think they know too much but actually don't? Well, that's me. I ended up leaving the RV park and found out that I just kept on walking. So I had been here a couple of years ago and saw where the trail headed up the mountain. Ends up that I walked about 2 miles past it. So thought I knew what I was doing. Some lady stopped, turned around, and came up and said to me, "You know, you passed the trailhead." And so I ended up taking her advice. She said there's a road you can walk. It gets to the same place in 12 miles up on the top. Same elevation, but there's a lot more water. So doing this road walk for a while. She also said there's a couple waterfalls and a lot more water, so won't have to carry the water so far. Yes, they do enjoy this road walk. A lot of water. I've been following this creek the whole way up. We stopped to have some lunch and get a cold rag on my head, try and get my core temperature down a little bit. Heading back up into there. Apparently there's a couple of waterfalls en route that I'm looking forward to. I might just take a swim again, because the flies are actually leaving me alone now. Used to be they were attracted to me. Now they come and they go in a hurry. Made it to camp. Hey, when I first started planning this hike, there was one climb that I was most concerned with, and it had to do with coming out of Seiad Valley, that 4,400 foot elevation gain. Well, I am at the top. Ahead of schedule, but crazy amount of water that I drank today. I was walking. I took an alternate route that walked a road, so it was nice to have a level surface. It was still the same length, 12 miles, but in the process, I ended up stopping at a waterfall. I taken a bath, and helped a couple gals change a flat that ran into a log. Pretty eventful. So anyway, all is good at this point. Happy to be where I'm at. I'm going to turn this around and let's just see what's going on here. So the PCT comes down from right up there. Here is my setup tonight. I've got my, well, pretty much all set up. I boiled some water. I've got chicken Alfredo going here. I've got I've got lots of water that I filtered in here. Anyway, just here's my food bag. My food bag is actually, I don't eat a lot of food. I packed way too much. But I have a couple other hikers that one just came in over here. Got a nice little camp, lots of room. There you go. Good night from day 4. Woohoo! Looks like we also have dessert tonight. Vanilla pudding. Good morning, July 22nd. I'm heading off this morning about 6:30 in the morning. Sun's coming up over the mountain. I'm filling a couple of water bottles. I have a 5.5 mile carry, and this is actually called Piped Spring right here at the top of the mountain. This morning hiking up this grade makes me realize why they called it Pacific Crest Trail. If you see, the trail is up there. And there's an access road. Where is it? Right there. And there's an access road down below. Otherwise it would have been called Pacific Round the Butte Trail. Tee-hee. All day long as you're hiking along, it's either you're slowing down to get your heartbeat lower, or you can't get enough oxygen, maybe because of higher elevation. And then you have the muscle fatigue and guarding against cramps, that you don't go up too fast or you don't take enough of the nutrients to replenish you. And then of course the mind, that hasn't been such a big deal because I want to be out here, so I don't really have to worry about that one. But I tell you what, climbing up some hills when you start off at, like climbing a Mount Pisgah when you get out of bed, like 1,000-foot elevation, there's some things to figure out as you go. This is a really odd section I hadn't seen before on the border of the Oregon and California. Heading west to east, and it's interesting. It looks like nothing really wants to grow out here. Here's a little tree trying it, but just rocks and little plants. Did I say anything about it being hot today? Yeah, it's probably somewhere near 100. I stopped at, hiked 14 miles, went to a place called Alex Hole Springs, and it was silty and actually had a little bit of a different taste, mineral-y. So I thought I'd camp there after walking 14 miles that day, but I'm going to go another 4 up to this next water source that is reported on Far Out app to be pretty good water. I'm dreaming of a milkshake that you can make, but just by squeezing these flowers into a cup. Oh yeah. Hello friends and family. Boy, that was a tough day. That was day five of, actually they were all tough, but there was went about 15 miles today, about average for what I've been doing. And just with this heat, really have to watch to make sure you cool off, to rest, all that kind of stuff. So the hikers tell me that it takes a few days to get hiker hunger. Well, I think it finally hit me tonight. I've got 2 dinners going tonight, and I've been snacking more during the day, forcing myself to snack. I can't even imagine I just said that, but anyway, everything's going good. Let me turn this around and show you the camp. Okay. So I got my food bag. This little camp has got a fire pit in it. And you kind of see here that I'm just kind of scattered around right now, but that's where I'll be staying, a little cozy little spot down there. Probably gonna crash earlier tonight, so maybe I'm getting into the rhythm of these through hikers that start in Mexico, but I don't know if I'll ever get in that rhythm. I am just beat. Thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. 6:15 or so on this Sunday. Let's see. And good morning. I'm going to take a break here in a couple hours and show you a cabin that'll be kind of neat here. Doesn't a steak and a baked potato sound good right now? There he goes. He must have heard me. I came up through this beautiful pasture, coming up little by little, and I knew there's a cabin up here, but I didn't realize exactly what it was. It's this Donamore cabin. It's been around for a couple centuries actually. They've tried to rebuild it right now, but came up here, and to my surprise, I ended up finding it's pretty well equipped. I got a backpack in here. I found a chair. There's a guest book upstairs, and they're doing a little bit of remodeling. There's actually some cots in here. It's still being used today by some of the ranchers around here, trying to find their cows with bells. Undoubtedly, if you've seen this sign before, you've been watching a few PCT videos, but I wanted one for myself. Crossing the border. I took a few steps down to the stream. I knew I needed to have another long carry. And look at what I found, the first trail magic. Let's stop and have, what am I going to have? I'll have to look them over. Oh my gosh, incredible. It's right around lunchtime. Okay, got a lunch break. I'm going with the Mountain Dew, peanut butter pretzels, and sriracha tuna. And unleash the shoes and just kind of take a half hour here. What a great little present. I'm getting low on battery in my phone and battery bank, but I couldn't pass this up. It's just a beautiful little meadow up here in the middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. I think Mount Ashland's over in there somewhere. I'll probably have to take the just more pictures from the next couple days. We'll see how that goes. Well, here we are at the end of day 6. Actually, really flat ground today. I covered 18.6 miles. That was kind of unexpected, but the legs just kept on going. I'm kind of getting used to this, I guess. Good morning from day 7. What is it, July 24th? I'm at top of the Siskiyou Pass. I left at 6:40 this morning. Got up here in about an hour. I thought when I got to the top of the Siskiyou Pass, it'd be like one of those things that you still had to climb. It's a big mountain, but I'm happy to say that we're actually going around it a little bit. There's Shasta in the background, if you can make it out. I'm not sure if that's coming up to about 7,000 feet in elevation. To what should my wondrous eyes but appear? Trail magic. What do we got? Sodas. And more sodas. Awesome! Yeah!
Hey!
Hello!
Are there sodas?
Yes. Hey there, here's a recap of day 7. As you notice, that it looks like I'm in a little bit of paradise compared to the trail. I am sitting in a hotel room. I did make it to Callahan's after the 14 miles with the couple thousand foot descent. I was walking down the road with 2 other hikers, and this trail angel, and Ashland's really known for good trail angels. He ends up driving by and saying, "Hey, do you need a ride to Ashland?" And we look at each other like, okay. Callahan's is limited on what you can get as far as your resources, resupply, even milkshakes and that type of thing. So we ended up jumping in his car. He took us down into Ashland, showed us around the good places to eat, and he dropped the other 2 off at the hostel. They had arrangements to stay at the hostel and dropped me off at the Stafford Inn. As you notice, I'm in my rain gear. I'm doing laundry right now. They do have a little laundromat down in the hotel, so everything's being washed except my top and bottom rain gear. I took a bath. As you can see, I don't have a comb. I did not bring a comb. One guy I talked to on the trail said, "What do you do for your hair? And you bring a comb?" He says, "I don't own a comb." So it's a few characters out here. it's just neat to interact with everybody. I did get into camp last night, and there was a guy that came in after me that was really hurting. Just really hurting. He looked probably worse than I did a few days ago, if you saw that video. And I ended up giving him my last electrolyte, and to see if I can perk him up, knowing I only had 14 miles to go until civilization. So the trail has a way to provide, and it's neat to be a part of that. It's provided for me with Trail Angels. It's provided with me with a ride here and there to a store. Just a great community of hikers. I have been seeing a lot more northbound hikers today. I hadn't seen much because a lot of them have skipped north to go to, because of the snow in the Sierra, they skip north to Washington and they're hiking southbound, or Sobo as they call it. So that's what's going on with interaction on the trail. I've seen a lot more people, a lot more friends. Did get some trail magic today in a couple spots. That was just pretty incredible, in addition to the Trail Angel. I got to say that you probably didn't see as many videos today because my battery pack is running GPS, the Relive app, the Far Out app, and it just ran down. I learned that I need to turn them off at night and save battery. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's a goodbye, good night from day 7 at the Stratford in Ashland, Oregon. I plan to get back on the trail tomorrow. I'll get a Trail Angel to take me back up the trail. It's about 12 miles, so they are dedicated. But anyway, good night, and thanks for watching.